Hello everyone, Sotis here from Fragmix, and today we are going to talk about the Assassin's Creed Black Flag trailer, Warhammer Online Raffle Heroes shutting down, and finally, WarZ gets a skill tree. Don't shoot the messenger. The Assassin's Creed 4 trailer has been released, showing the pirate Blackbeard himself telling a nice little story about a guy called Edward Kenway, the new protagonist, and he more or less says that he kicks ass as expected from an assassin. But you know you don't mess with Edward Kenway when Blackbeard himself says you're a badass, and holy shit, how many guns does this guy have? Seriously, this guy is packing a lot of freaking firepower, and it makes you wonder how much guns will actually affect combat. From watching the trailer, I seriously hope there are a lot of opportunities to board enemy ships, because that would be incredible. And hey, Ubisoft, I just had an idea. Make a multiplayer game mode where the player versus player naval battles. That would be amazing. However, this trailer seems to be missing something. I don't look at it and go, this is the best game ever. It looks impressive, I'll give it that much, but it doesn't wow me like the previous Assassin's Creed trailers did, but I suppose time will only tell. Let's talk about Warhammer Online Raffle Heroes. Now, few people will actually know what the game is, because it's been in beta for a very long time, but sadly, on March 29th this month, Mythic Entertainment will be shutting down all online services associated with the game. Now, for those of you who don't know what Warhammer Online Raffle Heroes is, it's pretty much a free-to-play game where you select a hero out of a variety of heroes and battle it out against the opposing team. That's pretty much all there is to it. The game made money via microtransactions, such as purchasing new heroes, so I can only assume that it is shutting down to money issues. Now, here's the problem. You may or may not know that Mythic Entertainment was purchased by EA back in 2006. So now we have EA involved, and oh, do we hear a lot about EA. It was announced a few days ago that EA had shut down BioWare San Francisco, who dealt with social games such as Dragon Age Legends and Mirror's Edge 2D. So really, not a huge loss to the gaming world, but now they are shutting down Mythic Entertainment. What's the matter, EA? Having money issues? Hey kid, I'm sure EA has plenty of money, but to see them cutting down these studios where the employees have worked their ass off to make successful games and make a living, it's very sad. Also, it makes me cringe to hear of a game where players have spent time and money to progress, and now they're just gonna lose everything they've worked on up until this point. It's a very sad story for the gaming world. Lastly, let's talk about WarZ finally getting a skill tree system implemented. Now bear with me on this one. I know there are a lot of haters of WarZ. I'm one of them. I dislike the game too. I just remain hopeful that it may actually become playable and enjoyable at some point. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the game to an extent, but it's more of a PvP fest than a zombie survival. But regardless of what anyone thinks of the game, the important thing to note is that it is finally getting the skill tree system implemented, and about time too. I actually see the developers of WarZ making progress on the game, painfully slow, but progress nonetheless. Now, there is a lot of controversy between WarZ and DayZ. I don't care what anyone else thinks, but WarZ definitely stole DayZ's idea and jumped on the bandwagon, attempting to steal DayZ's thunder. But what annoys me the most is that people bitch and complain about it. Get over it. Yeah, it practically copied DayZ, but think about it. Star Wars The Old Republic MMO stole from World of Warcraft. It's the same system, just new models, new story. Practically any other MMO stole from WoW also, and I'm sure WoW stole aspects from other games. My point is, there is only a certain number of times game developers can do one thing before it becomes copying. Every game can't be unique, it's just not possible. Unless it's Beautiful Katamari. Screw that game, my manliness was lost that day. What I'm getting at here is more or less every game mechanic has been done and copied 100 times. First person shooters, they all look the same to me. They all feel the same because they use the same mechanics. If they use different mechanics, it wouldn't be a first person shooter anymore, and would copy from another genre of games. Moral of the story is, if you're going to bitch about games copying each other, please take a very long walk of a very short pier. Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments what you think about the new Assassin's Creed 4 trailer, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.